The Denver Nuggets beat the Los Angeles Lakers and referees and are officially up 3-0. They won tonight on the road in Crypto Arena, 119 to the Los Angeles Lakers 108. We saw LeBron James finally knock down some three-pointers tonight. Anthony Davis looked really aggressive in the paint and had himself a pretty efficient night. D'Angelo Russell continued to struggle, while the bench production and overall role player production for the Denver Nuggets ultimately led this team to victory. Nikola Jokic struggled tremendously in the first half. Jamal Murray had 30 at halftime. There is a ton of different topics to get into with this one, guys, so be sure to stay tuned to the end to hear about all of them. First and foremost, let's give some love to Jamal Murray. 15 for 29 from the field, 5 for 11 from downtown, 37 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds, and only 1 turnover. Nikola Jokic, I believe, had 5 points at halftime, and the Denver Nuggets still led by 3 at half. What a remarkable game from everyone on the Denver Nuggets. Jamal Murray looked absolutely electric. I believe he started this game 11 for 13 from the field and just continued to dominate. He did have a really rough third quarter and fourth quarter. I'm pretty sure in those the beginning of the third and the fourth quarter, he was 0 for 8 to start. But then he finished strong and ended up making 3 baskets or so after that. Aside from that, Michael Porter Jr. deserves a lot of love for his ability to rebound and facilitate tonight. There's a lot of memes going around like Michael can't swing it Porter Jr. Tonight, he dished out 6 assists and grabbed 10 rebounds and knocked down 4 3-pointers. Another person who is killing the Lakers from downtown tonight was Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He had 4 3-pointers tonight, and he had 3 of them. Actually, I think all 4 of them were in the fourth quarter tonight, and they absolutely needed every single one of those buckets. The Denver Nuggets tonight just looked like an absolute unit. The first half of this game was officiated pretty well, I might say. I really thought it would be a lot worse, but in that third quarter, there was a lot of phantom fouls on the Denver Nuggets side of things. That they were just giving the Lakers fouls and putting them into the bonus, and it was absolutely absurd. Some of them, obviously people are going to foul. It's a basketball game, but the free throw differential in this one was just, it was a little bit weird in my opinion. Mostly in that third quarter. The rest of the game was honestly not too bad. I thought tonight it was interesting that despite Rui Hachimura's amazing game 2, he still doesn't get the starting nod. Jared Vanderbilt gets the start tonight, and I guess he was supposed to be the Jamal Murray stopper, but obviously Dennis Schroeder got that assignment for the most of tonight, and Dennis Schroeder fouled out, and Jared Vanderbilt played 14 minutes while Rui, again off the bench, played 34. I'm wondering if game 4 we see him get that starting nod. Just very interesting coaching tonight by Darvin Ham. Another great night from Austin Reeves, 23 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds, 3 for 5 from downtown. He is going to make a lot of money this offseason. How many times can I and everyone else say that? I actually saw a report today that it said other teams are willing to outbid the LA Lakers for Reeves. And with how little money the Lakers have, it's going to be really, really hard to keep him. On the topic of Lakers guards, 20 minutes tonight for D'Angelo Russell, 1 for 8 from the field, 1 for 6 from downtown, 3 turnovers, and a -12 on the box plus minus to finish with just 3 points. Lackluster may be undermining the performance that D'Angelo Russell has had in this Western Conference Finals. I said it in my last video, the last recap I posted, and I'll say it again. I wonder if Lonnie Walker gets some of these minutes come game 4. Originally, I said that about game 3, but I just feel like he is a much more efficient and much more trusted offense. As someone who is watching this series primarily for Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets, I won't really hide my bias here. I'm just going to come out and say it. I'm a lot more nervous, or I guess shaky, when Lonnie Walker is shooting the ball. He's just a very, very efficient shooter, and he seems to always know where and when to find his spot and opportunity. And just because I'm kind of rooting for the Nuggets in this series, or it's pretty obvious that I picked them to win this series, I made a video on it a couple days ago, it doesn't mean that I'm still not enjoying some of the Los Angeles Lakers. Like, I really did enjoy Anthony Davis' paint presence. I touched on that at the beginning. I thought tonight he did a really good job of just bodying and trying to go pound for pound with Jokic. It's really hard when Jokic has 40 pounds on him, but tonight Anthony shot 11 for 18 from the field and finished with 28 points and 18 rebounds as well as 2 blocks. One of those was a monster block on Nikola Jokic. In my opinion, this series, it's really, really hard to win when LeBron is struggling from downtown. D'Angelo Russell is struggling from downtown. Jared Vanderbilt, when he's on the floor, they can pretty much, we saw tonight, the Denver Nuggets give him the Ben Simmons treatment. They just leave him wide open in the three, and if you put him in the dunker spot, it's really hard for Anthony Davis to get anything working. It just seems like it's a really bad matchup for the Lakers to go against a team like the Nuggets, but that's what happens when you reach the Western Conference Finals. I think going into this run, the Lakers had a lot of opportunity to win this. I mean, they were up by 1 with 8 points left in the fourth quarter. Or sorry, they were up by 1 with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and they just couldn't capitalize on things. The Nuggets went on a 12-0 run, and that's just what championship-level teams do. I'm not saying the Lakers are not a championship-level team, but it's really, really hard to win these games when guys are not performing. And then to double down on that, it's really hard to win these games when guys on the Nuggets, especially off the bench, are performing. Like Bruce Brown, another monster night, 15 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Bruce Brown, I can count him probably 3 or 4 tip-ins tonight. That just can't be happening if you're the Lakers and you want to win this series. Jeff Van Gundy kept saying it over and over on the call. They look lazy in transition defense. This is all things that it just cannot happen if you want to win a series where you're the underdogs. And I'll say it again, that 13-0 run in the fourth quarter really just killed the Lakers. Like I was seeing fans leaving early. I was seeing just the Lakers staff look defeated. They had like a desperate challenge call Darvin Ham had when Dennis Schroeder obviously yanked Nikola Jokic out of the paint, and it was a loose ball foul called on Dennis Schroeder. It seemed like you guys had a lot of momentum and a lot of energy, and then you just almost threw it away. And I'm not saying willingly. Last thing I want to say about the coaching, Nikola Jokic picks up 4 early fouls in this one. Bruce Brown picks up 4 early fouls in this one. Way to just play your guys and just trust them. And the non-Jokic minutes, as soon as the first lineup you tried going with were Aaron Gordon and Jokic and Porter were on the bench, as soon as you saw that wasn't working, I think it took maybe 2 or 3 possessions to see you guys getting killed on the glass. Immediately, instantly, we see from the bench, we see Aaron Gordon and Michael Porter Jr. come back in to help out Jeff Green. I just think Denver Nuggets head coach Mike Malone just has been doing a great job this series. And the same goes for Darvin Ham all the way up until the decision to start and sit Jared Vanderbilt. It's just, I get it. You don't want him sitting in the dunker spot, and if he can't shoot threes, you got to take him off the floor. But if you're not going to play him, start Rui Hachimura so he can get into his groove a lot earlier. Rui Hachimura looks so comfortable in that mid-range, and he's more than willing now to shoot those three-pointers. I'm pretty sure he's actually leading the NBA in three-point percentage during this postseason. Granted, it's only on 3 or 4 attempts a night, but I digress. Rui should be in that game. He should be starting the game. And next game, D'Angelo Russell's got to ride that bench. If he's not going to play any defense and he's not going to be knocking down any shots. There was a possession where D'Angelo Russell shot a 3. They got the offensive rebound. He got it back. He shot a 3, missed. Like that just cannot be happening. LeBron, good job tonight facilitating and knocking down some timely 3-pointers. Those back-to-back ones were backbreakers for the Nuggets, but they ended up rallying. If you made it this far, I appreciate your support as always. Who you guys got winning this series? Let me know in the comments below. Peace.